Okay, we're live.
Not yet.
Yeah, we are. Says two cute
No.
current viewers.
Oh.
I see it. Yeah. Blood.
Oh, it's
What up,
Winston.
Whitley? Okay.
So what are we doing?
Is it you and Wesley that are in here?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna get Joel on here. Here, let me call him. Yo.
If you're gonna call him, just have him on.
No, I'm calling him so that he knows that I'm live.
Alright, dude,
Coming.
whatever, dude.
Okay, he says he's coming. Alright, so, I guess I'll start it without him. But,
So
the first
what are we
video
watching?
is the bracket of Battle of the Barracks 13. He's still, like, skating, dude?
I did not know that.
What's his bag of tricks like? 'Cause I know, he has
Wes
a bunch of
Kramer?
shit down gaps, but, like, what's his flat
Wait,
ground
Wes
game?
Kramer, right? Is
What?
that who they just showed?
No, they showed Chris Jocelyn.
Oh, Um, I don't know. I only see him jump down stuff.
Yeah, I'm not, like, familiar. Louis Lopez is a bag.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he won
Wait,
Battle of the
Johnny
Barracks one.
Geiger?
YouTube
Wasn't he in the
guy?
last one?
Uh,
He was in a past one. I know that. Mark Suciu's in Skate. Oh, they have Mason Silva in here. This might actually be a good Battle of the Barracks.
either
Ryan D'Souza.
this Thunder baby.
Okay, Chris Cole, he's good, bro, but stop letting him play in Battle of the Barracks, bro. I've seen him at least fucking 3 times.
He's in all
What?
I think he's in all of them.
Yeah, I think so. Brandon Hoban. He's in here? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
They did not put Sonny in here. He's good, bro, but I don't know if he has a bag or not, dude.
You're gonna get cooked. I'm not gonna lie.
I think he's gonna get cooked.
He's gonna get sick.
Ew. I'm sorry, that's just cheating. He's gonna
Yeah.
win. Andy Anderson's gonna win. Damn. Oh yeah, I know Zach Doling. That was 14. Shawnee boy. Him too. There's a whole rule based off of Sean Malto.
Yeah,
No
because he did
Malto
a manual.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you can't do a manual.
Ew, dude. Why? He was in the last one, wasn't he?
Who?
Jamie Griffin.
Jamie Griffin, bro. He's
I'm
griefing
not the
my
biggest
game.
fan, bro. I'm not the
Me
biggest
neither.
fan. Okay, this is literally a clip from. Stop having old people on here, bro.
Wesley said weirdest bracket.
Tyler Peterson.
Joel, Jamie is not a W.
Oh! Oh, wait, okay, this is. I didn't realize we were coming in that fast. Okay. Who's first? Chris Cole and Mark Suciu. That's a good.
Yeah, that's a good matchup.
That's gonna be a good game. Unless Chris Cole sells again. Do you remember when he sold last Battle of the Barracks?
No, I didn't watch that last one.
Oh gosh, it was bad.
Yeah, that's why I didn't watch shit.
Well, okay, it's moving really fast.
Yeah, I can't even read them.
Cody Cepeda? Ain't that Ishad's name?
No, there's someone. Ish Cepeda is someone, and then
Yeah.
Ishad is Ishad Aware, I
They
think.
look the same, bro. Ryan DeCenzo. I don't know who Cody is, so I can't contest on whether or not that's good. This is good. Nick Holt. I mean, they're both just kind of like crazy skaters that don't have like a soul.
Yeah, industry plant.
Yeah. No.
Dude, Tori's gonna get crushed. I
Why
feel
would they
bad.
pair him with Tori? Or why didn't he like get paired with like Jamie Griffin or something, bro? That's
Yeah, Andy
disgusting, bro.
Anderson got the craziest flat ground bag.
Yeah, TJ Rogers and John Chai
John who?
is I don't know. I think I've seen one of his parts though. TJ Rogers is pretty famous. He has those big
Yeah, I know.
he has big
I know
pop.
him.
Um
Got big pants, big pop.
so hopefully John Chai kid has a good pop. Whoa, who was that?
Dude, I have to like, I can't read it.
Lev
Who and who?
Laville Offilberger?
I guess. I don't even know the
Levi
other one either.
Lawfulberger. Levi Lawfulberger. That's how you say it. Felipe Mota. I don't know who this this guy is at the top, but Felipe is pretty cool.
Sick.
Luan Oliveira and Lucas Rebello. I don't know who Lucas is, but Luan Oliveira is pretty cool, I guess. I don't know who
He's
Romeo is, bro.
Leo Romero?
Yeah, Leo Romero.
I know
Do
he's
you know
on
who that is?
Shoot. Yeah, I think so.
Is he anything like
Is he
Luan
good?
Oliveira?
No,
Okay.
not really.
Braden Hoban and Leo Romero. I, Braden Hoban is like go
Real
fast,
guy.
do like a kickflip on a really big gap kind of guy.
No, I always see Braden Hoban on rails, bro. He's always on a rail.
Or rails, yeah, I guess.
But yeah.
Zach Doling, I know. Okay, this is a good matchup. This is a good matchup, bro. They're both kind of YouTube skaters, but like Zach Doling has insane flat ground, and so does Johnny Geiger. So
Yeah.
I think this is a good matchup. Who the hell, bro? Sua Kroetkovo. I don't know, bro.
I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna butcher it so bad.
And Jamie Griffin. I don't know who's at the top, but anybody paired with Jamie Griffin, I feel bad for you, 'cause his fans are weird.
Jamie Griffin.
Mason Silva and Sean Malto. I don't know, dude.
Sean Malto's getting up there in age. I
Yeah,
can't
shouldn't it
front.
be Chris Cole and Sean Malto or something
That
like
would make
that?
more sense. Yeah.
Mason Silva should be paired with Chris Jocelyn.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But I don't know. Chris Jocelyn might have flat ground game. I have no clue though.
Yeah, I don't know. Tyler Peterson and Patrick Proman.
I've seen Patrick Proman. He's pretty good.
He's good. Is
Yeah,
he
he's got a
Tyler
cool style.
Peterson good?
I don't know Tyler Peterson.
I barely know him either. Well, it didn't let me pause. Go back. Go back. Sonny Soljic and no, I need. Fuck, dude.
Chris Jocelyn and David
Sorry.
Reyes.
You saw it?
I don't know David Ray's.
Me neither. He has a cool last name, I guess. Sonny Soljic and Matt Berger. I don't know Matt Berger.
Yeah, me
Sonny's
neither.
like Cali like Instagram edit kid though. Like
Yeah.
I like him, but he's not super good. I don't know. We'll see.
You never know, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think this is pretty good actually.
Presented
But
by Cariuma.
I hate that.
God.
I kind of like this.
Disgusting.
Half of them are like good matchups, and the rest are kind of just like, eh. But I think that's good.
Drip.
Oh, fuck you. Hold on. Let me full screen this. So, what do you think, Sean, overall?
Probably not gonna watch it. Shit boring as fuck.
I'm gonna watch it, but I don't want to. I really don't want to. Okay, this is Mark Suciu's Death Blow. So,
Oh,
Mark Suciu versus Chris Cole, and this is the Death Blow. So, what their insane banger flat ground trick is to end everybody off.
Biggerspin, switch bigger flip.
That would be insane.
That's what he can do. That's what it says.
That's crazy.
Mark Suciu's actually like.
I feel pretty good.
He's that guy.
I haven't warmed up yet, so we'll see. Somebody asked me this earlier and asked me if I had a strategy, asked me if I had some tricks that I was gonna do, like what trick are you gonna do, right? And I was just like, oh, that was the first time I was thinking about it. And if I had to end it on a dirty trick, it'd probably be the 360 shove underflip.
Very old. 360 shove underflip? Dog, that looks like a tray flip.
Yeah, definitely.
That didn't underflip. Don't lie,
the
Chris
difference?
Cole, bro.
That looks like a tray flip. Yeah, what?
His foot tapped the tail on the way out. So it's underflip. That's like every kid that...
Oh, I see. Wait,
Yeah.
I didn't even see it the first couple times. I see it now. His back foot touches the inside.
Yeah, but it's not like a... Like, it flips before that.
Yeah.
It's like every kid that doesn't know how to flick or pop like a proper tray, that's their first few tray flips. Like, when they actually don't do anything with their front foot and they're just scooping. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Nervous for the game?
Yeah, definitely. Playing Chris Cole.
Hold on. His voice came out of nowhere.
Yeah, definitely. Playing Chris Cole, for sure. I never count tricks, but I'm sure the good games are like in the 50s of tricks, you know? So I'm hoping we get up there. But if we get to 50 tricks or whatever, yesterday, because of how slick the ground is, I was messing around skating flat here, and I did a switch bigger flip. So maybe I would pull that one out.
Oh, that's so fire. It looks like a regular bigger flip.
It was more of me thinking like, oh, I
That's
wonder
so
if he
insane
knows
that
the
he
tricks
just
that I
did that.
can't do.
Yeah.
He's going to do them. I don't really know how many I've done at this point. There's been a bunch. Obviously the first one that I did the best in. It's nice because the pressure is off. Kind of put it over the top for myself, so I'm like, I'm here just to,
I
represent.
can't get over Chris Cole's style. Like, it looks like he's bending down to like suck a dick every time that he pops a trick. I like Chris Cole, but
Yeah.
that's what he looks like, dude. Check his face
Kind of
out.
put it over the top for myself, so I'm like, I'm here just to
Dude, I don't really like
represent.
the.
It's cool
I
because
don't really like the drip.
Me neither.
this is my first time in Battle at the Barracks. Flying across the country for the first round to be with Chris Cole is like, all right, sick. No matter if I win or lose, I had an epic battle. But of course, he's fucking one of the best ever, so I'm nervous as hell.
Yeah, he does look like a teacher, dude.
He gives us so much teacher vibes, bro.
Who's this girl, dude?
I feel like Mark is such a good skateboarder, very thought
She's not
through,
even on.
so I don't think that my experience at Battle of the Barracks will separate me from him. I don't think it'll be like a
tell me
wash
he doesn't
because
switch
of
too.
him not being here and
I
having
also
the
think
nerves,
Chris
you know, 'cause he
Jocelyn
skated
is
Street
pretty
League
good
and things
on
like that. Like,
flat.
there's some
Chris
pressure
Jocelyn, what?
Is pretty good on flat.
there. So
Alright, I've never seen him.
we'll see, but it's a formidable foe.
I love playing game skate, yeah, for sure. I get a little competitive,
I hate
definitely.
it.
I love to do tricks that I think are solid, like basic tricks, and then maybe
What
later
shoes
if you
are
have
those? I love those.
Those are his shoes, probably.
to get
He's
into
got
those
a shoe.
crazy tricks. That's my favorite part, when it's like, holy shit, these guys have been doing every single trick and there's nothing left and they're reaching in the
He
bag.
totally just like teach me about knowledge and stuff.
His eyes are crazy. This camera has to be like some crazy shit, bro.
Yeah, that's
They're
not.
reaching in the
You
bag.
could see his-
But if you go right for it, I'm like, come on.
There's
He kinda
an
like
endless
Mark
amount
Zuckerberg.
of just absurd trick to
Yeah.
make somebody go in their car, beat their head against the wheel, and say stupid, repeat.
He kind of looks like a tech billionaire.
This guy's a demon, bro. What the fuck did
Somebody
you do
go in their car, beat their head against the wheel.
this?
Absurd trick to make somebody go in their car, beat their head against the wheel, and say stupid repeatedly.
He said
Dude, that's so
he
mean.
wants to do a trick that just
I
like
heard it.
makes him want to just bash his own head in, bro. Okay, yeah, fuck you,
That's
Barracks.
cringe.
Barracks is going under, dude. Only 34,000 views on this. If we go back to their old videos, bro, it's like almost 1 million every time.
Yeah, I hate the berry.
So, this is Eric Koston and Carlos Ribeiro's death blow tricks.
Eric Koston's kind of sold. He kind of sold out.
Yeah.
What is this intro screen?
I don't know, dude. It's so bad. This is a good matchup, though.
Nope, not one bit. I've not been practicing, not prepping. I can't even think of a death blow. I just
Eric
walked in
Koston
here,
was
jar
like
this,
the first guy to start doing
jar the
weird
hard
tech
drive
tricks.
loose because there's stuff.
Eric Koston just does not. I guarantee you, he does not give a fuck about this game. He was told he was gonna have to be in here, and he was like, "All right."
Stored way back. Find all the
Yeah,
tricks
he's
that I
gonna
did
do
before
some
Carlos
crazy
was probably
pressure 1 foot flip shit like that.
Yeah, that's like
born.
that's crazy.
Or an impossible
I'm
big
excited. It's
sit.
gonna be a fun game
Yeah.
for sure. You know, a little nervous more because it's just, you know, it gets silent out there. But it'll be fun to play. You know, it's Eric. Eric knows every single trick, but I just saw him missing a
Clearly.
switch flip, so I might just go with a switch double
Fuck
flip.
is
You know,
that?
Switch double flip. I love his blazers.
It's what a couple of dads do for trash
Oh,
trash
yeah,
talk
those are
before we
cool.
battle each other. It's Carlos changing diapers, getting ready to battle. I told him don't get shit in your eye. This is how we prepare for our battle. I didn't even realize I was
Damn.
playing Carlos till like Chase texted me.
How did he
last
make a
week.
nollie V
That was when I was
heel
coming
look
back from
good?
Puerto Rico. And then in Puerto Rico, you don't skate flat
Jeez.
ground because everything's so rough. You just skate something terrible and then drive to another place and skate something terrible.
he's always joking around. You know, he makes skateboarding be fun. You know, so it's gonna be a chill one. It's not like anybody that's trying to like crush me.
They're always hard. I don't think any of them are ever like easy. This is gonna be a piece of cake. No, I think every time is tough, and I've gone through so many different matchups of different people, and keeps it exciting, and it keeps it challenging, and keeps me on my toes. Or sometimes I just get blown out.
I'm always skating flat with some of my friends in the streets when we like out filming and stuff. When it comes to those games, I just want to land my tricks at least, you know, at least make like a good game. And it's gonna be fun regardless, for sure.
I'm expecting to get my ass handed to me, but like I always have, is my experience.
He seems like he's ready for the game. It seems like he's sleeping on himself. Like he's gonna get into the game and pull a switch front 360 kickflip or some shit, and like
tons of experience.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna dig deep. I have a sort of death blows, and I'm gonna have to probably use them all if I ever get a chance.
I'm not going through this dumbass ender again. This last video, it's about Antwuan Dixon. You know who that is, right?
Yeah.
You heard of him. So, I saw this yesterday, I think. Not the full video. I'm saying, like, I saw this pop up on my recommended, and it was just like, seems like an interesting story. The title definitely, you know, made me want to watch it. So, yeah, 17 minutes. Let's just start
Antwuan
it.
Dixon has one of the most interesting stories in the history of professional skateboarding. He went from being completely unknown to one of the most popular skateboarders in the world in a matter of months, just to fade out from the scene altogether only a few years later, almost as quickly as he appeared in the first place. His incredible talent skating, his effortless style on a board, and his larger-than-life personality captivated skaters from around the world from the moment he burst into the scene. Within a matter of years, though, he had burned through hundreds of thousands of dollars. He had numerous run-ins with the law, and he was eventually dropped from almost all of his sponsors. These common outcomes, often associated with a fast-paced lifestyle, are nothing new with professional athletes, especially in the world of skateboarding. However, unlike so many others who've suffered the same fate, what many people don't know is that Antwuan might not be entirely to blame for the rapid decline of his career. And as easy as it is to paint him as a sporadic skateboarder who was simply reckless with his decisions, the truth of what actually happened is a much more nuanced story.
Most people have no clue
Oh
that in
my
2023
gosh,
the best way to
fuck
make
you,
money on
dude.
Amazon is not with physical.
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
To understand
dude,
Antwuan
this
Dixon's
game.
path, it's important to understand where he comes from. He grew up in Koston, California, which is a city on the south side of LA, just below Compton. Now, for those unaware, the south side of LA in the 90s could be a bit of a rough place at times. Koston in particular has a crime rate that's higher than 82% of US cities, with the amount of
What the fuck? What the
That
fuck
is-
did they be doing, dude? Holy
That
shit.
is so bad.
I thought Atlanta's bad, bro. Damn. Although Atlanta's gotten so much fucking worse. Have you heard that since 2020, crime rate has risen 80%?
In Atlanta?
Yes. Texas, bro. Some place like
Yeah,
that.
you know what they say about Texas?
Yep. Big dicks,
Everything's
big
bigger in
clits,
Texas.
bro.
violent crime being close to 50% higher than the national
What did they
average in
say?
certain years.
Damn.
Growing up in that environment, the street life was something Antwuan wasn't a stranger to. In fact, it's even what would lead him to his first introduction to skateboarding at
I'm sorry, he looks like the dude from Soul. Do you know that movie? The Disney
No.
movie? The one where he's
What
a
are you
jazz
saying?
teacher.
Oh yes, dude, he low-key does.
He looks like him.
Wait.
Hold on.
Antwuan wasn't a
Hold on 1 second. This is just. Hold on. I have to.
Minus all the face tats.
Teacher from.
It's right there.
Yeah, I'm clicking on it.
No. No.
It's so, I'm sorry.
Musical
stranger
teacher
to.
from Soul.
In fact, it's even what would lead him to
discovers
his first introduction to skateboarding at age 12, when his brother stole a board from someone else at a nearby park and gave it to Antwuan once he got home. This seemingly casual robbery ended up changing Antwuan's life forever. See, from the start, Antwuan was incredibly gifted at skateboarding. While the majority of skateboarders take months or even years to land their first kickflip, Antwuan landed his first kickflip on his very first attempt, which is basically
What?
That's cap.
That has to be cap. There's no way he went, oh, okay,
That's so
kickflip.
cap.
unheard of
No
in
fucking
skateboarding.
way.
When my homie showed me and like
In the
explained to me how
first
to
month
kickflip,
is
I did the first try.
believable.
First try.
What? You kickflip first try?
Now, whether that's simply him embellishing the story or not, It was clear from the
That's
beginning
cap.
that skateboarding came
It's
very
gotta be
easy
cap.
for him. By age 13 or 14, he was already getting free product from major brands like Chocolate Skateboards
Because he lives in
and
California, bro. If I was as good as Antwuan Dixon, I still wouldn't get no coverage because I live in Atlanta, the most dry fucking nobody likes anybody that's new type shit. Like everybody got their own group. Every group in Atlanta already has all their members to it, and they don't want any more, so they just gatekeep. It doesn't matter if you're the best skateboarder in the world, you are not gonna get shit out here, bro. I have more connections in Florida now than I do in Georgia. I've been there twice since I skated. Like,
shoes, despite
That's
being
crazy.
completely unknown at the time. For any kid who skates, the ultimate goal is to one day be a pro skater, and at a very young age, Antwuan was well on his way. He wasn't fully sponsored, but he was in the early stages of it, building relationships with brands as his career was developing. Over the next year or so, he would continue to get products from various skate companies as he rapidly progressed, all while staying off the radar of the general public. The few brands who did know about him simply knew him from chance encounters at skate events. He had no coverage in magazines, he had no exposure on websites, and he wasn't featured in any videos. However, things wouldn't stay that way for long. Footage of Antwuan skating began making its way to several different companies, before eventually catching the attention of Baker Skateboards. Baker was one of the largest skate companies around, and they were known for having a rough and rebellious image.
I love Baker so much. It's still one of the most. It's one of the mainstream stream companies that's like still represents skateboarding, bro.
Yeah. They didn't sell out.
Yeah, like I love Baker. I wish I could get sponsored by Baker. That would be so sick.
They were all about skating, partying, and living a rockstar lifestyle, which was a big contrast to some of the previous
don't know
brands
about that.
Antwuan was loosely working with. After being approached by Baker, Antwuan soon started getting products from them, and began skating regularly with their team. They would travel around to different skate spots to get footage skating, and of course, would spend a lot of nights partying together. At the time, Baker was finishing up its much anticipated skate video, Baker 3, which they had been working on for over 5 years. As a new member of the team, the goal was to get some footage of Antwuan skating that could be used in the video, announcing to the world that he was their newest prospect. Now, the majority of the team members had been working on their parts in the video for years, but with Antwuan being so new, no one expected a lot out of him. The majority of skaters back then would take years to put together a video, so it would have been justified for him to only have a short amount of footage. Antwuan wasn't your average skater though. He was young and hungry with an incredible amount of raw talent. While many skaters only film a couple of tricks per month, Antwuan could film a couple of tricks in a single day. When the video was premiered, Antwuan surprisingly had his own dedicated part, and to say it was mind-blowing would be an understatement. The level of difficulty of tricks he was doing, along with his effortless style, was something that
Yeah,
no
he's
one had
lazy
seen
as hell.
before. This, coupled with the fact that nobody had ever even heard of him, was a
His style
complete
is
shock
so
to the skate
crazy
community.
looking, like,
The crazy thing
Yeah.
is, Antwuan didn't even
It's
seem
how,
to realize
it's how
just
I wish my style was, bro.
He like looks like he's about to fall asleep when he lands. He's just chilling so hard.
Yeah, when I'm watching his footage, it's just satisfying. Like I want this guy to stop talking and just let me see the footage.
how talented he was. While everyone else was amazed by how good his skating was and how easy it came to him, he just thought it was normal and didn't think a lot of his skating was that impressive. He didn't fully understand his skill level at the time, but the rest of the skate community definitely did. Antwuan Dixon would walk into the video premiere as a
Damn.
completely unknown skateboarder and walk out of the premiere as one of the most famous skateboarders in the
bro.
world. And as a result, his life was about to start moving a lot faster. The Baker 3 video is among the most iconic videos in the history of skateboarding, and
Hell
Antwuan's
yeah.
section in it was a major factor in the video reaching its renowned status. He looks like someone who would land all of his tricks first try every time just by how easy he makes it look. Such a
was by
laid-back style. Barely any
Dante.
of those tricks had him time just
Shout out to Dante, bro.
by how easy he makes it look. Such a laid-back style. Barely any of those tricks had him raising his arms above shoulder height. Every trick looked so effortless and simple. Hands down, the best style ever. Overnight, he had become a fan
T-Funk could
favorite.
never.
While many people spend their entire lives
T-Funk
skateboarding
could
without gaining
never.
any traction, Antwuan was launched into the spotlight with just one video, after only 4 years of skating. Following the release of Baker 3, he soon
Damn.
transferred to Baker's partner company, Deathwish Skateboards, and quickly gained a long list of major sponsors.
He switched to Deathwish, bro. He matches with Baker really good.
He was such a hot
Yeah,
commodity in
I feel like
skateboarding
Deathwish
that
is super aggressive, and he's like,
Not.
yeah.
Yeah, like when I think of Deathwish, I think about big ass drops in like a hill bomb, and like
Yeah.
yeah, like actual Deathwish. This guy looks like, you know, he hasn't fallen a day in his life. You know, he's landed everything first attempt.
He's just that guy, bro.
Yeah.
companies were doing anything they could to sponsor him. Super Shoes would even convince him to ride for them when a manager gave him
Supra.
his own car while
He said Supra, or how did he pronounce that?
sponsor him. Super Shoes would
I don't know. I know
Supra.
it's an old shoe brand.
I know it's pronounced Supra.
even convince him to
He said
ride
the
for
same
them when a
word
manager
twice.
gave him his own car while at a
he
party,
pronounced it
long
weird.
before Antwuan even had a driver's license.
Then he said, I'll give you this with all this, then I'll give you this car.
Oh,
I said, put the keys in my hand. Next day I woke up, I'm like, man, how we gonna get home? He's like, bro, you don't remember? I'm like, no, you got a car last night. I drove around the block a couple times, well, hit that freeway.
yeah.
First time driving, like, here we go.
There you go.
your license?
No. No license, no
That's
insurance.
right.
No.
Riding
got a car.
dirty.
The larger-than-life personality he had, mixed with his incredible skateboarding, was perfect for the era, and companies were eager to capitalize on it. Skateboarding appeals heavily to the rebellious nature of youth, and being a rowdy teenager himself, Antwuan was
I hate that so much, bro. Not this photo. I'm saying the like
I hate the photo though.
the fact that people always say that skateboarding's tied into rebellious teenage lifestyle, bro.
So punk rock, bro.
Like, bro, there's skaters that like dress like basketball players or baseball players, like they just
Hype beast too.
yeah. There's
The
like
opposite of rebellious.
There's a whole fucking football field of people that you can represent a whole different subculture of skating with. There's like a million different styles. You know, rebellious teen is like mid 90s. Like that's all the videos were back then, was like trying to profit off of the rebellious teen look. But like nowadays it's just like you're skateboarding, bro. So you look like a skateboarder. I don't know, dude.
a great face for brands to
Something
use.
like that.
He had an energy to him that would just attract people, and his hijinks tied in perfectly with the skating. Now, with that said, it's not like he was always wild and crazy, because for the most part, he was actually a really calm and cool guy. Whenever he started to party though, things escalated quickly, and a side of him would come out that was incredibly marketable for companies, so they were eager to play it up. The graphics they made of him, the ads they would run, and the overall image they portrayed all pushed this narrative of Antwuan being this
I don't think that they're the bad guys though. Like Dick or whatever his name is, and yeah, Dixon probably was like, yeah, that's a sick graphic. Let me get that, bro. Like nobody went behind his back and tried to make him look like this terrible person, bro. He probably did it to himself too.
outlandish skater from the hood. For a normal adult skater trying to brand themselves in a certain way, this wouldn't be a huge issue. Skaters use different gimmicks all the time to help them stand out among others.
That was lame.
The problem is, Antwuan was still a kid during all of this. It may be surprising to a lot of people due to his demeanor and appearance, but he was only 16 when he first blew up. And looking back on things, it doesn't seem like he was fully aware of what was going on. Most of the people at the
what,
company
dude? Like, do you know him?
How old is he now?
Like, he doesn't look like he's not comfortable. He looks like he's a normal person skating with the homies and like just having fun, bro. He doesn't look uncomfortable.
he was sponsored
Party
by were
time.
several years older than him. So although it is possible he would have started partying and getting in trouble with cops on his own, having a group of older role
Bro,
models
he grew up in a town where the crime rate is 87% higher than the rest of the world. Or the United States, sorry. Like, yeah, he probably was a little hood rat, bro. He grew up around hood rats. It's not like a. It's probably the image he took of himself too.
Encouraged that type of behavior probably didn't help his chances. At first, all of the partying and run-ins with the law were great, since they allowed companies to play up a persona of Antwuan that was easy to push to consumers. These incidents would result in free publicity, and would only help lock in the character that companies wanted to promote. Eventually though, the consequences of that persona would start to manifest, and the fun image companies had of him would start to change. When Antwuan was just 19, he went to a popular skate contest in Tampa, Florida. While he was there, a girl asked him if he wanted to go smoke in the parking lot, which wasn't an uncommon scenario for him.
That means fuck in the car.
Well, shortly after he agreed, he was swarmed by undercover police officers and placed under arrest. The officers found him in possession of weed, cocaine, and a large amount of cash, so they assumed he was selling drugs.
Yeah, that's usually not what happens.
Usually I skip this part.
The officers found him in possession of weed, cocaine, and a large amount of cash, so they assumed he was selling drugs and told them they were going to seize his money.
He's just big baller.
Yeah, if this happened now, I mean, cocaine's pretty serious though, so yeah, he'd probably go to jail. But I don't know about. I don't know
drugs and told him they were going to seize his money. Despite only being 19, Antwuan had already been drinking for hours. So when the cops said that they were going to take his cash, he made a short-sighted decision to quickly try to grab his wallet. One thing led to the next, and he ended up with battery charges on 3 law enforcement.
Bro, okay, that's a little severe, bro. Like,
just a little quick decision.
You know,
no,
honestly, I think that's something to laugh about. Like, oh, you thought you were gonna get your wallet back? You fucking dumbass. Get in the car, dude. Something like that, but.
And then they all 3 charged him
Enforcement officers on top of the drug charges they already gave him. These were serious charges that came with serious jail time. Fortunately, he was lucky enough to get off on probation, but it still marked a heavy change in his career. People were beginning to realize that Antwuan Dixon wasn't just some character. Although he was super chill and friendly most of the time, he had a wild side to him that was very real. And once he started partying, it was quick to come out. And at this point, that wild side was starting to come out a lot. As crazy as he could be, in some ways it was almost understandable. It's difficult enough to manage fame and money under normal circumstances. But when you're a young kid with a rough background and have little to no guidance, it only makes things that much harder. On top of being encouraged to play into a certain character, there were also people taking advantage of Antwuan's newfound money.
Damn.
Bro. What am I looking at,
You see these
bro?
missile tits, bro? Oh my god.
And status as well. He hasn't talked about too many specific situations, but he has vaguely alluded to them in some of his more recent interviews.
You made some comments about people turning their back on you. What do you mean by that?
I mean, you know, people saying they're gonna do this, you know, people get out and they don't do nothing.
Right.
You know, then they expect so much from you, but how can you give them something when you have nothing?
Right.
But then you already gave them something while you went somewhere and everybody was getting, well, what's the big word? Equity off of your situation.
Right.
And then you feel like you're not getting reimbursed. And I'm not talking about reimbursed just money. I'm talking about reimbursed the whole way around.
Right. Like you felt like they
You feel me?
owed you more loyalty to try to work with you more? Or?
Pretty much, you know.
So is your main...
I think what he's trying to say is that he was bringing the bang but was not getting his buck. So like all these companies were basically using him is what he was saying, was that they were using all his footage but not doing anything for him in return. Other than
That's pretty cringe.
Yeah, so they're all profiting off of him is what he's saying. I don't know.
beef? Is it with the Death Wish guys, or who is it in particular?
I mean, I ain't got no beef with nobody, you know. But you know, you say you're gonna do something, then do it. You know, say what you mean what you say.
Right.
You know, no, don't say it at all.
And so
makes no sense.
Antwuan was making tens of thousands of dollars per month and didn't even have a bank account. He would literally go to a cash advance store to cash in his checks, which he would then proceed to quickly blow through, and the people around him had no problem encouraging it. This is where things get tricky, because on one hand, Antwuan was thrown into the situation he wasn't fully equipped to handle, and didn't have a lot of solid guidance from the people around him. On the other hand, he was a legal adult, and it's not like there weren't a few good influences trying to lead him in the right direction. At some point, you can't put the blame entirely on others, but the question is, where do you draw the line? When is your situation the fault of other people, and when is it the fault of your own? Well, whether it was his own stubbornness or simply just bad influences, the lifestyle he lived only proceeded to get worse. Even after his first major arrest, his erratic behavior didn't slow down, and he got arrested time and time again for everything, from misdemeanors to gun charges. A constant narrative would begin to emerge where skaters would collectively hope he would just clean up his
What?
This guy was a little bit of a wild guy.
Yeah, bro.
act and put out more skate footage, only to be let down when he inevitably got into more trouble. He continued to party, his wild side continued to come out, and it seemed like it was only a matter of time before the lifestyle he was living would catch up in a more serious way. And unfortunately, it did. While walking into a convenience store after he'd been drinking, a man apparently said a few racist things to Antwuan, which quickly escalated into a fight in the parking lot.
Damn.
After the fight, Antwuan continued on into the store and bought what he needed. But when he came back out, the man was still yelling at him, which led Antwuan to smash the man's car window with his board, with the guy's kid sitting in the backseat. As a result, Antwuan was charged with battery, vandalism, and child endangerment, and was given a sentence of up to 3 years in jail.
What?
It's
3
so
years?
funny.
I'd give him 6 months, bro.
Dude, that is so funny, dude.
At least he didn't like smash his head in with a board.
You just get into a fight and then you go smash their car in with the kids in it.
Oh my gosh, bro.
For professional skateboarders, there's only a small window when they're in their prime, so getting locked up for potentially 3 years was a huge deal. Of course, he could have gotten out early, and he eventually did, but seeing that sort of sentence is still a major issue. A skater's early to mid-20s are typically their most prolific years, and they tend to be some of their highest earning as well. Getting a multi-year jail sentence in the middle of that can effectively
Bro, why are they getting like these movie jail clips? Or to be like the most maximum security prisons. Like he's not going to like fucking bro.
ruin a career. Since Antwuan was about 25 when he got arrested, this was a major blow to his skating. While the other misdemeanor arrests he accumulated over the years were manageable, once he was given a more lengthy sentence, most of his sponsors dropped him shortly after. They could deal with him being an edgy skateboarder who occasionally got arrested, because at least they could still market that. But once he got locked up for an extended period, the companies quickly started to bail. They began to see him as a loose cannon and a liability. And even with his insane skill level and cult following,
That's maybe because, you know, they were best friends with him and they realized that he's not changing anytime soon. So they were like, oh, this crazy guy is going to get us in trouble as well with how crazy he is, bro. Most of this is Antwuan Dixon's fault. For his own downfall, because he was fucking around and then he found out, bro. So these companies are just going, okay, he's in jail for 3 years, these are serious charges, maybe let's pull away from him so that we don't look bad. Crazy, but that's how business works, bro.
decided it was simply time for them to move on. A long pattern of negative behavior would cause Antwuan to go from riding high as one of the most sought after pros in the industry to getting locked up and dropped from his sponsors altogether. And it was unclear if the skate career people were hoping to see him create was ever going to come to reality.
In this video, I'm going to show you how I made
gosh.
$1.2 million in the first 7 months working online without having to be an affiliate marketer.
After Antwuan started getting into more serious trouble, fans had mixed opinions. Some fans still supported him and simply wanted to see him living a healthy life. Dude has huge talent, and with that, big problems. We've seen this before many times. Hope he gets his stuff together and it all works out for him. Other fans weren't as forgiving and were much more frustrated with his actions. Insanely talented skater. Unfortunately, he seems set up for complete and utter failure in the long run. Obviously, he doesn't make it easy or even possible to get through to him or help him, even if they want to. It's a shame. At first I was thinking, man, all these guys that he skates with and his team managers are just letting him go crazy, basically enabling the whole thing. But then again, maybe they've all actually tried to help him in the past, but just ended up getting nowhere. It sucks. The thing is, there's a lot that goes on behind closed doors, and it's difficult for anyone on the outside to truly know what was really happening. What many skaters fail to realize is that Antwuan went through a lot of hardships in life.
What?
He kind of looked like Joey Badass.
A little bit.
Like losing his mother, losing other family members and friends, and just having a rough upbringing in general. He also had a very clear substance abuse problem. The person he was when he was sober was funny, chill, and easy to get along with. When he was intoxicated though, he was erratic, aggressive, and combative. It's easy for people to paint him in a negative light, but he was going through a lot that the general public was completely unaware of. Of course, that doesn't excuse everything, but fighting those demons almost certainly played a role in many of his actions. Aside from all that, there's also been a lot of speculation that the brands he worked with took advantage of him and simply made things worse, which is something that Antwuan has talked about himself.
I feel like I got this way by hanging with these type of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, if I probably would have stayed somewhere else, it would have been different. You know what I'm saying? And I look at him because I'm pretty sure.
What?
Just look over there.
Yeah, just look over at
I'm just saying, just look.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you see a red mug, right? The red, if I would have stayed with other people, then boom.
Right.
There it is, period.
When he first started getting sponsors, he was working with more clean-cut skate brands like S-Shoes and Chocolate Skateboards. And the argument is that if he would have stuck with them, he wouldn't have gotten sucked into the partying and fighting that plagued his career. Instead, he skated for more gritty companies that had writers and employees that influenced him from a young age to act a certain way. This led to a decade of arrests and sponsor changes that are hard to even chronicle. And out of his entire career, he really only had one major video part because of it. Whether or not this is justified, he seemed to be under the impression that partying and getting in trouble with cops was just a part of his job. And when things started to go downhill, it came to him as a surprise.
You feel like you got taken advantage of sometimes?
Yeah, that, but at the same time, like you said, you make your own decisions.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, you're like, oh, this. No, man, he's got my back. He's going to look out for me, you know, based on like everything being yes.
Right.
First time you hear no, you're like, whoa.
It's like a shock.
Like, whoa, bro, whoa.
Right.
When it comes down to it, Antwuan is still responsible for his own actions. But it does make you wonder how things could have turned out. What if he would have went with more clean-cut companies? What if he wasn't involved with certain negative influences? What if he wasn't battling all of those struggles for so many years? Seeing such natural talent go unfulfilled will forever leave a huge question mark in skateboarding. At the same time, perhaps the fact that people never got to see his full potential is part of what makes his story so appealing in the first place. These days, Antwuan does seem to be doing much better. He eventually got sober, started spending more time skating, and is even working as a personal trainer. He posts occasional clips on Instagram, and his style is so effortless and clean that people don't even care how hard the tricks are. Simply getting to watch new footage of him skating is good enough.
He does?
I think so.
Alright, we'll look that up.
He's still only in his 30s, so there's still potential for him to come out with another full video part.
I mean, there's potential, but it's like, it's very rare. Like, what happened with Ryan DeCenzo was that in his early 20s, I didn't really hear about him, except for when he started getting into his 30s, you know? So it was like, it's just very rare to, like, once you get to 30, it's kind of like that pushing point where it's like, okay, maybe I gotta, like, do something or else this isn't gonna work. Like, I have to get better or else this isn't gonna work. Which most people in their 30s see it as an excuse to lay off the brake because they already, you know, or lay onto the brake, kinda, slow down a little bit. Because for most people, it's early to late 20s that they're getting coverage from companies. So once they hit their 30s and they're comfortable with all the money that they've made, they kind of slow down a little bit. Now, that's not with everybody. Like, you know, how old is Milton Martinez?
I don't actually know. I think he's in his 30s, though. He has a kid, right?
Yeah. Fuck. Milton Martinez.
Might be like 26, 27. No.
Fuck. 32 years, yeah. So, you know, for Milton Martinez, it may not be that way because he seems to not be slowing down at all. But with people, yeah, like Day One Song and Eric Koston, they don't come out with footage ever. They're kind of just in the background, but they're comfortable because of all their money that they've made. And, you know, people like Ryan DeCenzo who seem to only be getting better in their 30s. It's just rare. Like you don't see that with very many people. So I mean, I'm sure Antwuan Dixon could probably do it, but it won't be as good as when he was 16 years old. You know, trying to be the best.
Maybe even resume his professional skate career, and some fans remain hopeful for that to happen. Even if he never puts out another piece of footage though, it's undeniable that Antwuan Dixon has made huge waves in the skate industry while he was in it. His skill level is incredible, his style is unmatched, he's genuinely a good character, and he'll forever be respected in skateboarding because of that.
It was okay video. Honestly, I didn't really I think a lot of the facts in it were kind of biased. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, his brand is called Crew with a K.
Oh, okay.
It's like clothing, it looks like.
Here, let me look it up. Fuck Antwuan Dixon Crew.
It's on his Insta. He has an Insta for it.
Okay. Fuck. Bro, why am I can't see my keyboard, bro. Here, send it to me on Discord. Yeah. Antwuan Dixon's pretty good, dude.
Big black dick in my mouth coming all over me 50 times speed.
Don't read that. Don't read that. Don't read that.
Why'd you write that? Yo, what?
Here, I don't have any other videos lined up. I have Skater XL open, so we can play some Skater XL if you want. Somebody texted me. Hold on. Hold on. Oh shit. I accidentally left the Discord. My bad. My bad. My bad. Any clothing? Any new clothing for Skater XL?
Dude, I don't check that shit, dude. I don't know.
I'm checking right now. Doesn't look like.
Do you have all of them?
What?
Do you have all of them?
All of what?
You don't have all of them, do you?
I want these slip-ons, yo. Where'd I get those slip-ons from?
Bro.
I want these.
Nice drip.
All this design got me drip, drip. Boom, 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 boom. GX 1000 shirts. Whoa.
I need a shower. Bruh.
Bro.
What?
Nothing. This guy. Oh. These actually look good.
Nuh-uh.
Wait, where do I get textures? Where textures?
Why the undies is out? Put the undies up. Y'all trying to play Terraria? Winston, I'll play Terraria with you, Winston.
Yeah, I'll play Terraria with you too. Hold on. I need to do something. Just 1 second. Never mind. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Hi. Hold on a second.
What's good, dude?
What's good, dude?
Are we playing Terraria?
We can. I'm probably gonna end stream soon, so yeah.
Alright. Hold on, let me call Winston.
Okay, well,
Whoa.
it was, I think this was a pretty good stream, actually. How long was it? An hour, about? Yeah, like 58 minutes. I think we're gonna end it here. Yeah, I'll catch y'all Monday morning. See you.